Ever since Stephen Curry redefined the game of basketball, everyone's been trying to play just like him. Deep threes, off the dribble pull-ups, and fearless range have taken over hoops culture. We've seen an entire wave of young guards try to follow his path. Trae Young, Tyrese Halliburton, Jordan Poole. They've got the numbers, but not the records. No one's really come close. Until now. Only this Steph Curry 2.0 doesn't even play in the NBA. Let me introduce you to the Steph Curry of women's basketball, Caitlin Clark.
Running for All-Star from the Indiana Fever, Caitlin Clark.
Now playing for the Indiana Fever, she's already become must-see TV. Steph's own words.
Well, she's had a profound impact on the game. She's elevated the profile of women's basketball because she's a superstar talent. She deserves to get her jersey retired.
It's not just how many threes she is, it's when and where. Step backs.
Clark, that's a top three. What?
Logo heat checks.
Clark, way too open.
Crunch time daggers. Sound familiar? It should, because that's the Steph Curry formula. But Caitlin Clark has it in her bag too.
Do I need to call you the female version of Steph Curry, or do I need to call Steph Curry the male version of Caitlin Clark? I mean, which one is it? Which one is it?
I think I'll just be the female version of Steph Curry.
At just over 150 pounds and 6 feet tall, she's one of the smallest on the floor. Just like Curry when he won his first title in 2015. Both undersized, both overskilled, and both redefining what greatness looks like.
Will Caitlin Clark be a WNBA GOAT?
Look me in my eyes when I tell you this. Caitlin Clark will go down as the best WNBA player ever. Yes, the best woman to touch a basketball.
Steph didn't just win, he changed everything. The Warriors' dynasty sent shockwaves through the league.
You can tell how much this means to the Bay Area to bring a championship back after 40 years. I'm happy I can be a part of it.
Franchise value up, league-wide shooting trends transformed, and a new generation of fans locked in. Now the WNBA is seeing its own revolution, because Caitlin Clark is the moment.
I've been so impressed with the product on the court. Over 200% viewership increase since Caitlin Clark.
The 2024 WNBA draft became the most watched in league history.
With the first pick in the 2024 WNBA draft, the Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
Viewership spiked 5 times over the previous year. Ticket sales surged. Social engagement exploded. It's not a coincidence. That's the Clark effect.
The league could not be in a more exciting place than it is right now.
Certainly the attention on women's basketball right now is at an all-time high, and this league has been poised and ready for at least the last 2 decades for this moment. We have the star power. We have the elite play on the floor.
Just like Curry a decade ago, Clark is showing a new generation that range is power.
I tried to practice every day after school in my backyard because I want to be on Iowa and be like her.
That size doesn't limit greatness, and that basketball is evolving again.
We cheered for Brittany Griner coming home. We cheered for Sue Bird retiring. You know, I mean, all of these women have made a huge impact on this sport, and we want to see all of them play.
If you're into stories like this, players rewriting the rules and reshaping the game, consider liking the video and subscribing. There's a lot more where this came from. Now, back to the content. Naturally, the Steph comparisons have followed her every step. Even Curry himself sees it, but he's quick to say it doesn't tell the full story. She's got her own thing, he said, and he's right.
I saw somebody break down the release time, which is pretty much identical to mine. And then her just confidence, you can't help but watch when she plays, where she's shooting from, the range, the confidence, the flair, like she's a performer.
But that doesn't stop fans from asking the question, could she beat him in a three-point contest?
Saw Sabrina versus Steph. Who would win, Caitlin Clark versus Steph Curry in a three-point shootout?
Caitlin Clark versus Steph Curry?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going Caitlin.
Back in 2008, Steph Curry broke the NCAA record for most threes in a season with 162.
Curry again. Rush may not be quick enough to get to Curry.
In 2024, Caitlin Clark broke his record. She finished with 201. The best shooter in college history? It's not just Steph anymore.
No one in the history of the sport has hit more threes in a season than Clark has this year.
Caitlin Clark has entered the chat.
Do you feel right now you're the best player in women's college basketball?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. I think my teammates would say the same. My coaches would say the same. I think there's always room to improve, and I think, you know, only being a sophomore, there's always room for growth, and I'll still have 2 more years here.
What happens next might be even more historic. She's already breaking attendance records in the WNBA.
The 6th seed and in front of the 16th sellout this year. Here's a look at the total attendance, and the Fever are going to be over 200,000 higher than the next highest total attendance in league history.
Her rookie jersey sold out. TV ratings climbing fast.
Over the course of the last 5 years, you could feel the popularity of the league growing. The competition on the court was amazing, but then we had the tsunami that is Caitlin Clark, and that is this rookie class that has really elevated the league this season to heights that we haven't seen since the very beginning.
And she's just getting started. But what makes her special isn't just the deep threes. It's the full game, the court vision, the feel, the leadership.
At 6 and 10, not looking so hot anymore in baseball.
This is a pass.
That's what makes her more than a Steph clone. That's what makes her the future.
I think she's spectacular. I think she's going to be the biggest box office attraction in women's basketball in short order.
She's not just the Steph of women's basketball. She's Caitlin Clark. And if the start of her pro career is any indication, we're about to witness a legacy in the making.
The one thing that I love that she's bringing to her sport, more people want to watch. More people want to tune in. I saw for the first time that they had a chartered plane. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA.
Steph changed the game. Now Caitlin is changing hers. Just like Steph once did, she's proving that greatness doesn't come from size. It comes from range, swagger, and the work behind the scenes. And if you're not watching, you're missing the second wave of a basketball revolution. If this blew your mind, wait till you see why the NBA tried to erase Steph from the GOAT conversation. Or dive into the debate. Who are the best three-point shooters of all time? Links are on the screen. Pick your next shot.